Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Diamond, and I'm here to discuss my feelings on the fact that LaMH Huntsville just dropped their newest trailer for this upcoming season, which is next month on the 12th. And look who we have here. Oh, this side. Look who it is. Miss Coleslaw herself. Oh my God, Miss 15%. It's the peasant. His words. His words. His words. Okay? Oh my God. Like I said right here. Like I wrote it right here. My likeness is now in living color. I'm on the show. Kyle, she's talking about my likeness is being shown. Y'all keep using my likeness. My likeness, girl. I was chuckling throughout this whole ordeal of discovering that Ariana's gonna be on the show. I said, are you serious right now? Oh shit, this is what we dealing with. And this is my depiction. This is all my depiction as to how this man has presented this lady for the duration of their relationship. Okay? I guess it made sense. I guess it worked. I guess it worked out after all. Huh, the peasant? That you stayed 10 toes down for this man who never elevated you from nothing more than a side chick, and how he only refers to you as that's my child's mother. And I don't know what this peasant dress look you got on. Like, I don't know what the fuck. What is this? Is this from your boutique? From your business that never went off the ground? Is that what that's from? Like, he got you all here looking all modest and pure, like you're just this young woman that got manipulated to be involved with a married man. Like, you didn't know this man was married. You didn't know this man had a whole family that was living live on television. Like, okay. And this hair, what is with this hair? This Martha and the Vandellas, this this Jefferson fucking hairstyle. Like, she's about to go on stage with the Ike and the Ikeettes. Like, what's happening here? And girl, what's with these nails? Did you get them done? There's nothing on them. Are you wearing any jewelry? I swear, like, Martell literally just said, here, damn, wear this. Like, shout out to Edgar De Niro. Like, that's what it sounds like to me. Like, he just told you, here, put this on. That's it. Oh my God. Okay. I want to see if I can play the trailer for y'all so I can give y'all quick snippets about how they're going to showcase this season, because I have no clue how they're going to go about this season with her being present and everything, because even on the cast photo, she's a shadow. Like, she's a silhouette. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's there but not there. Kind of how that's been her presence this entire time. You know, this man is clearly divorced. He's been divorced for quite a few years now, and yet you still never elevated into coming out on top, right? Let me see. Can I play it? Where is it at? Where is it at? Here it is. All right. Here we go.
Just agree to $90 a square foot. You ain't got to be thinking about certain things that you guys not even familiar with. These faces that we build at the table. Been in this thing for 20 years. I don't think better than you. Okay, bro.
Okay, let me stop it right there, because what we know from the flashback, because they flash back to the first season where pretty much Martell is giving Marceau and Tisha a lesson about how it is to be in this type of field of business, and Marceau want to act like Martell don't know what he's talking about, and he's been in business for 20 years. I don't see 20 years worth of business, Marceau. Ain't never seen no more than 20 years of business. For the past few seasons, you ain't did shit but build black, and that's it. You still ain't finished the dream house. You still ain't finished Tisha's house. You got this White Hall project. We're gonna get into that in a second, but other than that, what business have you completed, and how in the 20 years you're now this recognized businessman when you don't know how to navigate your business? And he's always trying to throw it in Martell's face that he's more of a man than he'll ever be. He's always putting himself on top of the world and making Martell feel like the bottom, because it was the reverse role. Martell was on top of the world when he had the business, he had the wife, he had the status, he had everything. Now that he's down and out, Marceau want to say, now it's my turn. But boy, you did not do anything different from the time that you were underneath Martell. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so now we are at the Whitehall project where we did see the before and after. It's completed, but I've been hearing that it's been in foreclosure, and now it's Marceau in this scene saying we lost the damn house, and they're in the scene with Miss Nell. Oh, so you're going to admit that you lost this property, the one that you kept on making it seem as if you've been doing so well in business, you're working your ass off and all this kind of stuff, where you cannot show any attention and no affection towards your wife because you kept on making her feel bad about what it is that you're not doing for her. Okay, moving on.
He better not ever say he better than me.
And we all know that Martell is going to definitely get his kicks in with throwing this in Marcel's face. And I'm not mad at it, honestly. Y'all been kicking Martell down for years at this point. But I did hear that Martell did get his builder's license. I have seen him sell out properties with Destiny because she's back in real estate as well. So, yeah, he's leveling up just a little bit. Like he's regaining his claim in the real estate world like he's been doing before. So, hell yeah. Let Martell have his time to throw it back in Marceau's face of the shit that he's not doing right. Let him do it. He deserves it. I'm not even going to hold you. And, you know, Chris going to be there as well because, you know, Chris had to deal with Marceau's antics with trying to embarrass him for how he lost his license. But yet, Chris has more of a reputation of being in business longer than Marceau. Moving on.
I have a plan. It's called Wildly Successful Monster. High school rumor. Yeah. University said, hey, I don't think schools.
Basically, it sounds to me like MJ got kicked out of college. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds to me like MJ got kicked out of college and now Maurice wants to now jump in and be father of the year like he's been trying to present himself as being the best father in the world when you didn't do shit by your son. All you did was have 5-minute pep talks in the car on the way to school while you transferred all the responsibilities onto Kimmy. Kimmy knew more about how your son needed things than you did. And now since he might have gotten kicked out of school allegedly, you think you have the license and the right to let him know what his next steps are? Please, even Kimmy's son Jalen didn't even want to hear advice from you because you don't come with actual advice. You come with like a to-do list, a list of demands about what it is you want them to do. You don't come with being comforting, being nurturing, because you don't know how to be a fucking father. Like Maurice, I've lost so much respect for you, especially in the parent department, in the husband department, even in the regular human decency department. I've lost so much respect for you. Like you allow for your wife to lay down and suffer through having uncomfortable sex while going through cancer, nigga. Like what the fuck?
You right now.
At the end of the day, Maurice, maybe you're not the best guy to teach him.
Kimmy, you might be right on that, and I hope he keep that same energy when we finally see how this scene gonna go about. To tell him he might not be the right person for this, and he's not. He's not. If you want MJ to figure out what his next steps are after not completing college or not believing college is right for him at this point, then help him find the right people, because you're not the right person, Maurice. And is there anything else that's gonna happen between Kimmy and Maurice this season? Because it seems to me it's another recycled storyline of them not discussing their lives, but discussing other elements, but yet not being clear about it. It's always either about Maurice and Kimmy's relationship that's still not clear, or the way that Maurice parents his kids, which is non-existent. Like, okay, moving on.
Martell, he stepped out his marriage, he cheated. She was pregnant.
That means how eating this next family apart. What made you...
Okay, so we're getting like little old clips of what took place the first season when Martell was talking about how he was in fact messing around with her, this one, and how she got pregnant. You got Marlene talking about why would you go and mess up your family? Miss Marlene, did you really care about how he messed up his family? Because you then in return turned against Mel. Make it make sense. Pretty much basically leading up to him finally ushering her in into this scene.
A relationship with a married man. This girl came in.
Okay, so I hear Miss Nell asking, I think, Ariane, what made you get involved with a married man? And then I'm hearing Tisha in the background talking about how did she get herself involved and mess up that family. I know you're not fucking talking, Tisha. No. You really don't have no right, no room to view her as the wrong party when you brought up what he did, when you threw it in Mel's face about how he bought her a matching BMW and how all of y'all knew the shit that he was doing with her. So I don't want to hear shit from Tisha. So we see her walking in right now.
That family. That's my best friend. I thought he's Destiny's best friend.
Oh my gosh, she gonna wear that tired ass bun every scene. So I think it just cuts to her saying that that's my best friend, and then Miss Nelson, I thought that Destiny was his best friend. So that's going to lead to them wondering what's been going on between Martell and Destiny.
I think there has been some feelings developed between Martell and Destiny.
I had $1 million to bet. And
I mean, come on now. It's not like there hasn't been any conversations about whether or not Destiny and Martell have had something going on. I've been feeling like that for the past couple of seasons now, because it doesn't make any sense why Destiny will always be there to defend Martell's wrongdoing when she then tried to make it seem as if LeBear did the same exact shit to her that Martell did to Mel, but yet she defended Martell but then says kick rocks to LeBear. Like, it don't make no sense to me in the world. And I felt more of an inkling that they might have had something going on. It was a field day event where Destiny and Martell had some type of interaction where she mentioned his member. He said, don't be talking about what me and you got going on. And I'm like, okay, see, that right there lets me know something might have happened. And then Martell made a joke about how Law looks just like his daddy, and he meant him. And Destiny never said nothing. Like, how the hell are you going to allow for this man who you view as a brother make that type of joke? Then we get to the grooming allegations that she tried to throw against Mel. And it was a conversation that Martell had with her. It sounds to me like you and him don't have boundaries in y'all's conversations. You and him talk about anything and everything. And I don't think that you guys know what's like to like not cross that line, to not talk about certain things that can make people feel like y'all got something going on. But do you know who only made that assessment? Melody. Because Melody was married to him and she wondered about their friendship because she wanted to know. And now everybody else wants to use that storyline to have a level of conversation. And knowing what happened last season with Tisha and Kimmy constantly bringing up who Destiny was attached to make her out to be the whole of the group, which I didn't appreciate. Now they're going to have something else to add to her, and that's not going to make me feel good about it. Because we got Nell talking to Chris saying that there might have been something going on between Destiny and Martell.
Between Martell and Destiny.
I had $1 million to bet. If Martell and Destiny mess around, my money's going towards that. Give me my payout.
And of course, it's no surprising to see Tisha and Marceau once again having their own single scene talking about nobody but other people. It's never about them. It's always about other people. And here comes Marceau. I bet $1 million that might have been the case, so give me my money. Marceau, shut the fuck up. Okay? Shut the fuck up. And I feel like we're definitely going to get, you know, more of Tisha and Kimmy being against Destiny because of the way they treated her last season. So, of course, Tisha's not going to defend Destiny in this instance. But it's kind of like y'all don't have shit to talk about. I wrote it in a post about it. I said it's going to give the Scots more license to come in, give their 2 cents in, create more conversations about this, so that way they don't talk about their lives. They don't talk about what they got going on. And here it is again. Y'all are so focused on what Destiny and Martell got going on when y'all got your own shit to talk about.
My money's going towards that. Give me my payout.
And here's another thing. I'm sorry, I got to pause it again. Why do these particular people, the Scots, why do y'all feel so much like filled with glee when there is somebody that might have had more than one partner? That's what I don't understand. Why are y'all so invested in somebody else's dating life? And y'all supposed to be married. Why do y'all want to live y'all lives through other people's dating habits and how they operate with dating, but yet you want other people to respect your relationship, but yet you can't give off real instances about what has have happened in your relationship? You're not giving real conversations. You're not being transparent about y'all's relationship. Y'all want to throw stones at everybody, act like because y'all been married the longest that y'all got the perfect marriage. Newsflash, y'all don't, based off of what we saw last season and the seasons before. Y'all try to cover up that marriage card and act like y'all can't get touched with shit that y'all been going through, but we can. I can't stand this shit.
My money's going towards that. Give me my payout. I'm not that interested in Destiny like that.
You tried to put your son in that respect.
And Martell's in the scene talking about he's never been interested in Destiny like that. There might have been a time when they were probably young and wanted to test it out, but kept being really good friends. I mean, like she said, she views him as a brother, which I'm still stuck on. I think he views Destiny as a sister. But again, y'all conversations are a bit unorthodox in my opinion. But hey, if that's the bunk, that's the bunk. I need to know how these conversations are going to be had. So this is the last part of the trailer.
And he didn't get in that talking about the son.
Get out the way because this is about to get ugly.
Okay, so it sounds to me Ariana is trying to blast to Destiny that she tried to put her son into a school that her son Maverick went to and he didn't get in, and that led to Destiny stand up and said, don't talk about my son. And that's when the trailer goes off, and of course you got Marceau in the background stand back. It's about to get ugly. Love seeing mess go down, but don't want your shit to be revealed. Got it. Yeah, Ariana definitely would have gotten the ass beat for that. If you want to come at me and tell me how my son couldn't get in no type of school with your son, like who the fuck are you? Now, Destiny, I I'ma say it, and I don't care. This is what you get though, because you acted. It was such an odd thing for Mel to wonder why are you still like parading this girl around as if you didn't know what she did to mess with my family. You know, you want to be like, well, what am I supposed to do? I mean, she is a part of his life. They do have a child together. What am I supposed to do? Am I not supposed to say this when I'm not supposed to do that? Yeah, yeah. And here she is throwing shit in your face about your child not getting to a certain type of school. And of course, y'all heard the term Maverick, even though this one over here didn't want to name her child Maverick because she wanted to name him Knox, and how he wanted to keep the M name so badly, so all his kids have the same M type of name. But now you want to use the word Maverick now? Girl, I can't take it. But I need to know exactly how long she's going to be involved in this process. I want to know how long she's going to be in scenes, and what are their interactions going to be like. Because I'm telling you right now, just looking at how they're operating in this setting right here, he looks so uncomfortable. He looks like, I'm only here because I said I'll show my real life, but I honestly don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I really don't want this girl next to me. I just want to figure out how I can make my ex-wife look as bad as possible, and she's willing to help me do it. And that's it, that's all. And of course, this girl just happy to be here in front of the cameras because she's been saying it for all these years on her crazy ass lives that she was going to be on the show, and we've been using her likeness. She's going to be the superstar on the show. I literally just saw Millie Sean do one of her skits of her acting like Ariana, which is so funny to me. And what Ariana recently did was she really made her account verified, paid for the process to get a blue check mark, acting as if she really got it made like that. Okay. What she also needs to pay attention to is the fact that all of the lives that she's been doing for all these years, talking all types of shit, blocking any and everybody who told her how wrong she was for getting involved with a married man, she can't block him now. She can't block the comments. She can't block the opinions. She can't do none of that shit. All right? She's going to have to stand in that shit and defend herself, because we know that this man is not going to do it. You see what's on this side of the list right here? This is all the things he has said about her. This is all the things he has made her feel, and he is not going to take none of this back. Okay? This man's going to keep on treating you just like this. And that's why you're in his confessional dressed like this. Oh my God. Is she going to have more than one look? Or is this going to be her main look throughout the whole entire season? Y'all know how Love, Marriage, Huntsville like to do. They like to have more than 25 episodes, possibly a break in between. Girl. I mean, listen, I believe I said in one of my reviews before that I honestly don't mind if she comes along, because we need more drama. We need more actual, like, real life shit going on instead of manufactured shit that y'all got going on. And it's not a slap in the face of the skies that y'all are never going to be able to take over the show, because y'all never like talk about y'all real lives at all, okay? And then I also feel like, is she going to carry the same energy for all the shit she said about the other wives? Calling their men fucking with linebackers and shit. I want to know. And I also want to know, how is Tisha and Kimmy going to interact with her? Because I feel like they said they never would film with her, but at the same point in time, they have been known to not call her the name that she actually is, which is a side chick, coleslaw. They want to call her by her actual name. They were already aware of her from the beginning. Like, I want to know, because I wonder if they're going to treat her the same way they treated Sonny. When Sonny came around and they already put that scarlet letter on Sonny, like she did the most horrific thing to Destiny when she didn't. When this woman right here did a whole lot to another woman, want to act like she had no idea this man was married, had no idea what she was going to get involved in. When this man tried to convince her all types of scheming and plotting to make his ex-wife look crazy. And again, right here, to this day, you see what it says right here? It says, till this day, I'm going to always troll with anything that got Melody's name on it, because he actually just did. Right after the trailer dropped, you know, people in the comment section, you got, you know, an even amount of people happy about her being on the show, not happy about her being on the show, based off of how Melody has created this show. She pretty much pitched this concept. Carlos took it, ran with it, but then he tried to make it his thing, as well as put things that he wanted to put in there, keep away from the original plot. Now that Melody is gone entirely, it's all pretty much up to Carlos on how he wants to fix it. This is just for ratings, mind y'all. Just for ratings, okay? And what I mentioned about how he's always going to bring anything with Melody's name on it, because somebody wrote in the comment section about all the work that Melody did to bring this up to the show. Now he wants to hurt her by bringing the mistress on this show. And Martell has had to jump in the comment section by saying, no, it's because she didn't want to finally be in the hot seat with her married slash security guard slash boyfriend or whatever it was, and she's not getting EP checks anymore. I am now. Well, I did my research, Marcel, and you're not getting no type of credit at all, other than I guess a producer's credit, but you don't have creative control. And once an EP leaves, an EP leaves. That's it. That's all. And what is it about your infatuation with trying to expose the fact that Melody might have something going on with her security guard? You have been trying to run with that rumor, run with that scandal for the last couple of years, and it's never stuck. Why do you care what she got going on with somebody that's around her? You guys aren't married anymore. You're doing you. We're seeing it. You're doing you right now. But again, this has always been his get-go. Try to always attach what he did and match it to what she did. But again, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And I really want to know, how are you going to navigate wondering how subtly you're going to bring up your ex, as well as wonder how she is going to react when you bring up your ex? Because it makes me wonder, you are going to be controlling every part of her conversation. I wonder if she's going to have a speaking role at some point. Like, you know how when they had their lives, he always wanted to question and correct her whenever she would talk about something. Never really allowed for her to speak her mind and speak her piece about anything. So it just, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm excited. I want to see how this turn out. Y'all want to let me know how y'all feel about it. We got people who are not going to watch the show, are going to watch the show, because this is going to be a funny roasting session. This is all that's going to be, a funny roasting session. And I really want to know how this plays out. All right. But y'all, that's pretty much it. That's all I have. Let me know how you guys feel. Drop some theories in the comments of whether or not this might be a messy season, a boring season based off of how they did the trailer. Are they going to drag out where she might pop in and just give us little fluffs and little skits? Like, you know how they like to do with the trailer? What we see in the scenes, it might not make it air. It might not make it on the actual episode. They just want to like draw us in and that's it. So, you know, let me know. All right. I'm going to catch you guys later. Bye.